Good morning, pregame crew. It is Friday, July 15th, 2022, 8:21 a.m. Eastern, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time. You are at the pregame show. What I do here every morning is try to give you a roadmap for the trading day. I go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers, and shakers of the day. So if you're tuning in later in the day, you may want to fast forward till this says 6:30 down here in the right corner. And that's where I'll get started with the meat and potatoes of it. Between now and then, I'm going to say hello to my friends, audio visual check please, and do a few chart requests. Good morning, Greg, Night Truck, Robert, Ian, Bennett, Andre, Trainman, Carlos, Mal, Bobby, Mary, Keggers, Augustine. Hi. Good morning. Perfect. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. Amen, Mal. Shout out to all the care workers, nurses, doctors. Amen. Saved my life this week. Perfect. Thank you, crypto investor. Hey, Haley. How are you? Okay, BG. I will do it. I don't even know what that is. Never looked at this name before. Let's see. $83.78. We have a daily double bottom right now on BG. Downtrend like most other names. Earnings July 27th. Daily double bottom, and we're no longer oversold. 4-hour potential bear flag. Resistance is the high of yesterday, 85.76, and support 84.04. Just in a downtrend, just no sign of bulls. Very apathetic volume yesterday, 1 million. So about 60% of average volume. It's just there's nobody on this. You're back on the junior miners? Okay. Can you look at Jim Gurn? Okay, sorry. Daily inside bar, yesterday's high is your resistance, 187, support 180. Your support on the 4-hour is $1.70. It is in an uptrend, one of the few names we will be looking at that's in an uptrend. This isn't my cup of tea. I'm not a small cap trader girl, but holding the 8 EMA. If you don't have a long, I guess you could try one against $1.70. I don't know what the risk to reward up here, if it would be worth it. Is there a lot of meat left on the bone? Look at charts like this. Used to be $71, has a lot of dilution. Has a history of pumping and dumping, so caution. Yes, there is a Slack channel that goes along with the swing report. Yes, we have a swing report only. Ignore that one. So we have a swing report right here. They have their own private channel. Yeah, holy moly, it's Friday. AG, okay, silver. Well, you know what? I typed out like 3 times in commodities and it didn't sound right, so I didn't post it. But it's like I felt like my commodities coverage this morning had no soul, but it's because the chart has no soul. The charts are just blah, very blah, all of them. So despite the dollar coming down, they're not taking advantage of this. All these metals are not taking advantage of dollar weakness. So 647 is your support, yesterday's low. Weekly's approaching oversold. Not quite yet. Plus that support. I have no support until 417. Potential 4-hour bear flag, potential hourly rising wedge. You can see these little higher highs without a lot of follow through. I feel much better. Thank you. Thank you. Citigroup had a beat this morning, big beat. One of the few banks that had a beat. Go Citi. 4% move is a big move for a bank. 46.36 is the high pre-market. We double top with this 46.43. 46.93 is key resistance. Has some nice momentum. If you don't have a position, I would wait for first 5-minute oversold after a big move like this. Right. BJ. Never been to one of those warehouses. Pretty big candle yesterday. You hit 70.32. We're not clearing this quadruple top at $71. Again, nice move. 4 hour is overbought. Hourly's approaching overbought. Daily's overbought. I'd be real careful up here against $71. 70.83 is your next resistance. Hey, Judd, thanks for being here. Yeah, so the back burner trade idea is, or the setup is after a huge run, like a big run. And usually it's a news catalyst or a new blue sky breakout. In this case, it's a news catalyst with earnings. When it makes this very big move, you look for that first pullback and 5-minute oversold for a potential entry. As always, you want to see bull volume start to uptick a little bit. You want to see a little pause in price. You want to have a support nearby. There's lots of qualifying statements that go with that. It's not carte blanche, buy every 5-minute oversold after a big move. But yes, in general, that is the general setup. Hi. Goog for Tammy. My girl. Has a split next week. Potential 4-hour bear flag. That's not a good look. That's not cute at all. Very weak. Major laggard. Yeah, that's a rising wedge. Potential bear flag. That does not look good. I would look to short against yesterday's high of day. New community member. Hey, Ramon. Well, welcome. Hey, Volo. A little bit of a falling wedge here, kind of like oil has a falling wedge. So we got a little bit of a falling wedge here on Volo. Valero. And we're holding the support here, 96.71. Hit 96.93 yesterday. Our next resistance on the hourly is 103.94 and then 105.84. I would watch that first test of the hourly 50 MA for a potential rejection. I don't know, Tammy. Yes, after market today. Yes, Paul, that's right. So it's effective Monday. So when we wake up, it'll be split. But yes, it's effect after market today. Yes. Shop. Thank y'all for tolerating me this week. It's been a long week. Daily inside bar. You know what's worse? You could be my husband and have to deal with this. 30.28. See, inside bar. We just got some news coming in right now. Retail getting a little bit of a, the retail numbers came in, getting a little bit of a bearish response. Shop finished with the daily inside bar. Everything else was moving yesterday and Shop wasn't. It is a laggard, just like Google. I don't know what was going on with it, but potential 4-hour bear flag, just like Goog. Okay, we're recovering a little bit from that move down on the market from the ISM numbers. Or not the ISM's coming out this morning too. Oh, that's so sweet. Let me look at the dollar Mal. No. So a falling wedge, this is what you want a falling wedge to look like. Excuse me. You want a falling wedge to have tiny lower lows, just a little bit, without a lot of follow through. And it just shows that the bulls are stepping in and showing interest. Just a little bit. But you see how that's just straight down on the dollar? That's getting mega follow through. These lower lows are getting follow through. So no, it's not a falling wedge. All right, let's get started. Thank you, Sharif. No, just here, Ramon. Just here. Below the link in the chat room, sometimes I'll go check over there. Sometimes people put a request in Slack over there, but for the most part, just if you could keep it over here, then that helps me. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Chart Gal Lori. This is who I am. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Chart Gal Lori, I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. And what I do here every morning, besides hang out with my friends, is I go over the indices, commodities, crypto movers and shakers of the day. I have my notes. I share them with the community when I'm done. And my goal is to get you ready for the trading day. And yesterday I had some bad calls on SIGA, for example, that had no back burner trade, did not come to fruition. There was several setups that did not work, but my overall thesis that semis would help lift the market and the VIX 4-hour lower high, that worked. So I'll take it. So if you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation. Good morning, Sonoma. So yesterday we broke the daily support on ES. NASDAQ did not. We held that 11,351. So since NASDAQ didn't, SPY did not continue the downtrend. So here's the overall concept for the week. We are on the second weekly inside bar concept. I don't even know what I'm saying this morning. Again, long week. So we are still inside last week's range, which was inside the prior week's range. As a day trader, I want this to stay like this today. I would like a chill day in the market, really chill. And then next week, break out of this. The more compression we get, think of it like an Instapot, the more compression we get in this price range staying contained, it just puts lots of pressure on price. And then when it releases, you get better follow through. So I'm hoping we stay inside last week's range today, and we've closed the week with a weekly inside bar. So that's overall, I am looking for a pretty balanced day. I am looking for a chill day. Now, you know how the market can go. It'll like slap you in the face. You're expecting one thing, it'll give you another. But everything that I see, namely Apple and Tesla, are showing me that we're going to have a contained day. But we'll see. I wanted to show you these charts. I know the white is kind of hard on the eyes, but I showed you this last week, and I just wanted to update you. So let's look at SPX. So SPX, we are back inside this RSI pattern. So I tell y'all RSI patterns, they give me an extra edge. I can't trade alone with that information, but it does help me. So we're back inside that range, no edge there. NQ, we broke bull. So it looks like we're back testing this downtrend line on NQ. DIA, we're still contained. VIX, we're still in this very tight channel. We're testing support. We want to see this break. Not only break down, but how many weeks? We have 2 weeks left in this month. We want it to close below this channel. That would be good for market bulls. Apple has a nice bull break from this very clear channel. SMH, this is why I chose SOXL for our stock challenge. One of the reasons it was beaten down. We have this bull break on this monthly RSI pattern. And Tesla has this falling wedge on RSI, and we have a bull break. So what am I telling you? I'm telling you I'm still somewhat leaning bull overall with the market and where we're going over the next couple of weeks. I'm leaning bull. However, for today, I'm leaning balanced. And let me just go to the main chart and why I'm looking at it. Apple. So we had this broadening formation the last couple of days, and we're above that upper end here, but our RSI is extended on Apple. I am looking for Apple to pull back and stay within yesterday's range. So Apple is extended on many time frames. Apple has to be really sick and tired of the market saying, I'm doing all the work. I kind of view it as a relay race and you hand the baton off to someone else. That's in the market. They're constantly handing the baton off to someone else. No financials, you carry us. No healthcare, you carry us. And I feel like Apple has had the baton for weeks now and it looks tired. And that's not tradable information. It looks tired. I'm a technical analyst. It's more of an opinion, but it does look pretty, not exhausted. What's the right word? Not extended. You know what I mean. 14987 is your resistance. After hours, we hit 14940. So I'm looking for Apple to come back in this range today. And that's what has me looking a little balanced down to balance today. And then with Tesla. So 2 weeks ago, we had an outside bar right here, this red bar, where we engulfed the prior week's price action. And then the next week, we had another outside bar. So when you have multiple outside bars, what does that lead to? Broadening formations. And that's what we have going on. So I've been talking about this in TCG Slack room for a while now. And so we're right in the middle of that range. And yesterday, y'all should have slapped me when I said, I'm thinking about doing an iron condor. I should have done an iron condor. It was so clear that we were right in the middle of that range and we were going to stay contained. So Tesla, if we stay within this pattern and get another daily inside bar, that's why, again, I'm looking for more of a balanced day. Let's get back to the indices. All right, so we have resistance at 38.1175 and support 37.8025. So we're caught underneath the 4-hour EMAs. This could be a 4-hour bull flag. It could be. Over 38.1175, it confirms that it is a bull flag. So the market's recovering nicely from that pullback on the data. And then your next resistance is up at 38.73 and your key support, the low overnight, 37.80. NASDAQ could be a 4-hour bull flag. Your key resistance is 11.868 and then 11.970. Your support low overnight, 11.740.25. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. So RTY, you can see it's not pushing up against that 21 EMA. It's not as strong as the other names. I'm going to have to turn my fan on, y'all. I hope it's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it off. Okay, so we have support on RTY 1702. And we have resistance at 1717. It's definitely not as strong as NASDAQ and ES. And look at this 50 RSI serving as resistance. Dow yesterday, it broke this resistance. And my question was, is that our canary? And we know the Dow alone is not strong enough to bring down the market. But it did break that support. And now this morning it's leading in the other direction. It broke the overnight resistance first. Over 307.26. We broke this 307.74. Your next resistance, 309.65. Support 304.95. We had bank earnings this morning again. We had Wells Fargo with a big old miss, and we had Citigroup with a big old beat. Oh, thanks, Donise. I appreciate that. So yesterday, this was my glimmer of hope. I circled this up here. Yeah, this happened at 8:10 yesterday, so it happened after the show. I circled that area saying I'm looking for a lower high compared to 2906, and that could provide the market bounce. And that's what happened. And now we're in an hourly downtrend. And we're right here at key support. Triple bottom, 25.79, 25.82. And we got 25.82 now. So let's see if that holds. If that holds, the market could pull back here. Hang Seng was down 2% overnight, pretty significant. And the DAX is up 1%. So I really can't tell anything from that. Bitcoin. All right, 4-hour uptrend has enough room for a 4-hour higher low. I didn't have a lot to say about Bitcoin. It just looks extended up here. And I say extended, look at these upper wicks. It's like when the bears start selling into the pops, you can see that the bulls are wearing out just a little bit, ever so slightly. But we have plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low compared to 19607. Ethereum, same thing. We're getting wicky up here. Have plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low on a pullback. Key resistance 1233. Got a double top in that area. Gold, so weak. Dollar's pulling back and gold's red. I don't know what to tell you. If you're a gold bug, I'm sorry. I would find something else to fall in love with. 1677 is a support because it's not loving you back. Oil. Potential daily falling wedge. Potential daily bear flag, by the way. So be aware of that. Hourly's getting a little giddy up right here. Support 94.57. We're coming off a lower low, but now we've made enough room for a higher low on a pullback. I like that we're holding all the moving averages. I show the DAX up 1.3%. Interesting. Okay, Nat Gas is pulling back out of this 4-hour rising wedge it has going on here. Well, that's world's ugliest wedge. You get the picture. So now we have a 4-hour lower high set at 6654 and then 6898. Your next resistance, your next support 6014. We have enough room for a daily higher low on Nat Gas. Apple, I'm looking at this broadening formation we talked about. And that daily's really clear, isn't it? Super clear. Resistance 14940. And then above that, 14987. Apple's a short for me this morning, folks. It's just a short for me. With VIX right here at support, and we're at the upper end of this broadening formation, butting up against resistance. So it is a short for me. Amazon just continues to tighten in this daily EQ, trapped under all of these moving averages. If Apple's going to take a break today, then Amazon needs to step up. It's tag, you're it, buddy. 111.66 is the high of pre-market and 111.78. Got a triple top in that area. NVIDIA, how awesome was yesterday's semiconductors? It made me so happy. So we had the chip news yesterday, the whatever going to Congress. So we haven't changed trends though on the big names. So NVIDIA, we want to see more follow through, and we want to see it up and over that 15624 today. So I'm looking for follow through from semiconductors today. Good morning, Jonathan. Tesla, we have a daily inside bar. We're in the middle of that larger broadening formation. Again, I'm looking for a contained day. So shock me, Tesla bulls. Blow my doors off. ATAI, it's in the psychedelic space, and Kathy keeps buying, Aunt Kathy Woods. I like this pattern a lot. I like this pattern a whole lot. So I like ATAI, first 5-minute oversold or a pullback buy. I like it. CCJ. That's right, Paul. Yep. CCJ, I like it. They were coming into calls really hard yesterday, and it's really trying to put in its weekly higher low. Key resistance 2264. I got a cough real quick. Sorry about that. So I like CCJ for first 5-minute oversold. You see this little orange triangle down here on RSI? I have my alert set. I want first 5-minute oversold on CCJ. Back burner trade. Queen of the mountain. MSOS, I want first 5-minute oversold. You see that down here? Queen of the mountain. Tilray, I want first 5-minute oversold. And if it gets first 5-minute oversold in pre-market, then I'm going to wait for first 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours. You were having fun, Mary? Okay, CCJ, not CCL. But you want me to do CCL? Let me see if I have time. So Tilray, MSOS, CCJ, and ATAI I like for back burner trades. Those are my Queen of the Mountain trades today. Pick one. Rivian. Rivian for me. Okay, so Ramon, you want to know how I use this? The Squeeze Pro? Look at these dots. And even if I didn't have these dots, I can clearly see that price is compressing through here. Do you see that? It's going sideways. It's compressing. Look at this 4 hour. We have a squeeze. We're holding 50 RSI. That's bullish. Look at this hourly squeeze. It's been going sideways all week long. I want to find names that have immense pressure building, and I can see that through price action, but the Squeeze Pro helps me. Oh, okay. It's definitely building pressure. And these blue momentum histogram bars shows that we are firing to the upside. I like Rivian for a long, I like a pullback buy on Rivian. 1 second. Okay, someone asked me in the YouTube video about Beyond. I haven't looked at it yet. I just put it on my list, so I would. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is getting some major price compression. Resistance 3060, then 3101, support 2925. This could have a pretty powerful move. So when you have something to squeeze in like this and you're like, okay, how do I position myself if I want in? I always go through the preceding trend prior to the balance. So prior to the equilibrium. And so the preceding trend was up. So I would position myself long. We're holding the 50 RSI here. I position myself long and beyond. I like that. I don't know who asked me about it, but wow, that looks better than Rivian. Interesting. CCL. I know I have been a B- player this week, y'all. I'm sorry. I have been under the weather. I've tried my bestest. Double daily inside bar. That's getting tight. Resistance $9, support $8.65. Wow, y'all are bringing up some good names. Market's getting a nice bounce going now. It's hard for me to say go long CCL. $9 resistance yesterday, support again $8.67, $8.65, but nice price compression on this thing. Double daily inside bar. Wow. You're welcome. ES is squeezing a little bit. Let's go look at it. Yeah, I see it out the corner of my eye. I have it on another screen. Okay, we're over that 38.11. We're over it. Next resistance 38.34. 38.34. Let me go look. I see what you see. Who is this? Larry? I definitely see what you see, but no, I wouldn't call this a diamond pattern at all. I would just call this an equilibrium. 4 hour is just, we got a daily inside bar. Oh, thanks, Train Man. I appreciate that. Yeah, MSOS. Let me go back to that one. So aggressive bulls are going to look to top fish this pre-market high of aggressive bears to top fish 1180. So if you're an aggressive bear this morning, you're looking to top fish. If you're a conservative bull, you're waiting for first 5 minute oversold. That's how you approach these, in my opinion. Aw, thanks, Rob. Oh, good, Mal. I don't know what time frame you're looking at on GoEv. Oh, that's what you're looking at. 4 hour? No. If that's a cup and handle, that's the worst, ugliest cup and handle ever. I see what you're talking about, though. 417 support and resistance is 476. Where are we? Let's do the math. We're right in the middle of yesterday's price range. There's a high probability we could have an inside day on GeoEV. You're welcome. Let me go back and look at Dixie Mal just to make sure I covered ya. I would like a top fish of the dollar. Wrong drawing tool. I would like a top fish of the dollar on a bounce against 108.71, that triple top area. Again, if you're a metal bull, you're kicking the cat this morning, because it's frustrating as all get out for the dollar to pull back like this and the metals not to get even a tiny bounce. Aw, Ricky, that's nice. Y'all have a great weekend. Let's look at Ethereum and then I'll wrap it up. Yep, it broke resistance 1233. Next resistance 1253. You see that squeeze too? 1 hour overbought, yeah. Careful, we've got downtrends on higher time frames, and we get overbought like this, you have to just be a little cautious. But this buying pressure is putting the pressure on the bears to cover, and that buying begets more buying. So, man, did I just talk out of both sides of my mouth, right? And I have a Bitcoin position right now, finally. Ricky, I like it. So Hang Seng was down 2%. So I'm definitely going to keep that in my head, that it was down pretty big yesterday or last night. We have a daily inside bar on NEO. It's getting really tight. Resistance 2110, 2145, support 2066. If you're going to position yourself for a trade, I would say as long as this RSI is over 50, I would be positioning myself long. You're welcome. Y'all have a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all so very much. If you could hit that like button, that would be wonderful. And bring a friend and just do safe trading. If you want to thank me for this pregame show, use stop losses, do your risk management. That's how you thank me, okay? Y'all have a wonderful day. And again, use stop losses. Oh, David, sorry, I didn't see your question. I think you've asked a couple times. Cost looks wonderful. Next resistance, 546.14. Look at what you're under, though. You're under the 200 MA right here. Kind of getting trapped under there. Just recognize that. All right. Bye, y'all.